Hi guys, so I'm back with another crochet tutorial using Gigi Curl by Main Concept from their Caribbean Bundle series. And I'm showing my braid pattern, which is just 2 braids straight back and 2 along the sides and whatever in the middle because I did not care. But first I'm going to take each strand and I separate it. I separate each strand into 2 to 3 pieces just so they're a little bit easier to work with and they can knot better. But I'm tying individual knots. I try to tie them at least 3 to 4 times just so that it's secure. And once I get in the groove of tying them knots, I really start moving and working my way up. A lot of people ask me why I use a net on my hair, and it's because when I do my own hair, I'm slightly lazy braider and I just kind of do big braids in my head. So the net allows me to put hair where there isn't necessarily a braid or a hair there. So I'm just going to continue working my way up. I try to focus my crochet braids a bit closer together when I get to the top of my head because anything that I miss in the back, the front, and the top is just going to cover it anyways. But I'm going to start working on that invisible knot method along this side braids. I'm going to do it on both sides, but here's a demonstration of me doing it on one side. I basically take a strand of hair, a really small piece, and I knot one strand of hair behind the braid so that you can't see any visible knots. I'm just going to finish doing this invisible knot method all along that braid until I get to the top. And I'm just going to fill in any spaces I may see. At this point, I already have 2.5 packs in my head, and I use 3 packs total. Like every single strand in that 3rd pack got utilized. That same invisible knot method I did on the side of my head, I'm also going to do at my parting, just because I want it to look as natural as possible. We don't do knots around here. So here it is, all 3 bundles of glory, so full. I'm looking at it like, oh Lord, what am I going to do with all this hair? But first things first, I'm going to start teasing, shaping, and cutting to my face. I use the scissors to kind of frame my face and create some slight layers, nothing too much. Also to cut off a little bit of length. It's hot in Florida right now, and I need as minimal hair on my head with a little bit of length as I can get. So I'm taking an eyebrow razor and I'm just tweezing my part and my sides. Then I follow it with a comb, a really fine tooth comb, and tease it to kind of mask any visible anything to look like it's coming out of my scalp. And I'll show you guys that in a second. I also take some thinning shears to kind of thin out the front so it's not super bulky. And when I tease it, it kind of gives it more volume and just a more natural look because it's a bit thinner in the hairline area as it would naturally be. And just when you think you're done teasing and manipulating, there's always more you can do. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going back and fixing any areas. But here's the final product. I actually went back and trimmed a little bit more and layered my face a bit more just because it was still a lot of hair to me. But it's so cute. The curls are so bouncy. The part is giving natural. It's giving my hair. And yeah, here's the next day after I slept on it a little bit. And with my face beat, you can't tell me nothing with this hair. I'm obsessed.